Hello everyone, my name is Vivek Kumar. I welcome you to my YouTube channel Shiksha Sarthi. I also salute the hard work, dedication and passion of the Shiksha Sarthis, the teachers of our country. Today we are going to talk about scaffolding through gradual release of responsibility. This is a very important concept and it has a very critical role to play in teaching learning process. So chapter 4.22 में इस concept की बात की गई है. So scaffolding करनी है but through gradual release of responsibility. So let's see what scaffolding is and how does the gradual release happen. So let's go ahead. Now, first, very important is to understand what is scaffolding. So, scaffolding is nothing but a structured support or guidance which teachers provide to their students to help them learn and develop new concepts, skills, or knowledge. So, basically, this is a support or guidance, but that support or guidance is always very well planned and structured, right? Which teachers provide to students and in a very systematic manner, right? So this structured support or guidance means this scaffolding can be provided to students through a very important method which is called gradual release of responsibility. So what is this gradual release of responsibility? NCF 2022 फाउंडेशनल स्टेज में क्या बताया गया है उसको समझते हैं. This is very important. So let's go to the next one. Now on the top you could see teacher's responsibility is there and bottom the student's responsibility. So they are basically two players, teachers and students. So how do the teacher transfers the responsibility, releases the responsibility to students? So to understand this, every activity, every process, every program, every course, every teaching has beginning and the end. So on the top left, you can see beginning of the process. And at the bottom right, you could see end of the process. So what happens? When we see beginning of the process, the teacher's responsibility is shown with the help of inverted dark blue pyramid. So dark blue pyramid, it shows the responsibility of the teacher, and the light shaded, the normal pyramid, it shows the student's responsibility. So at the beginning of the process or in the initial stages of learning of a particular in a particular activity or concept, teacher's responsibility is maximum and student's responsibility is minimum. You can see the width of the the inverted pyramid and the top of the normal pyramid for students responsibility. So slowly, gradually, when the teacher moves towards the end of the activity or process where we expect the students to be confident in the concept or skill or knowledge, right, the responsibility of the teacher is released slowly, and the students have to take more responsibility, right? So what are the steps? नेशनल करिकुलम फ्रेमवर्क 2022 में वो स्टेप्स क्या बताए गए हैं बेसिकली. सो एक इंडिपेंडेंट लर्नर कैसे बनाए जाएं उस पर ये पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट है. सो लेट्स सी दी स्टेजेस. So there are basically 4 stages, through which the teacher's responsibility is released and transferred to students. So first one is I do it. It means a teacher has to demonstrate, a teacher has to explain, teacher has to model the skill, knowledge, ideas. So teacher is more involved and teacher's responsibility is more here. In this case, these students, they are less involved. I mean, they are involved into watching, looking at it, but yes, it is more on the teacher's shoulder to do that. Then second step is we do it together, which is the collaborative approach. It means teacher and students, they both work on the idea or the concept or activities to understand it. Here also, because students are doing it for the first time, even if they are doing it with teachers, they are doing it for the first time, so they are more dependent on the teachers. So teachers responsibility is more here as well, but this is a collaborative use. Third one is the student is expected to do it under the guidance of the teacher. So teacher does not do it, it is done by the student, but teacher guides, whenever it is required. And the fourth stage is where the child does it completely independently. So there is no intervention, no guidance, no support provided by the teacher. And here the independent practice of the activity, task or skill is being done by the child, by the student himself or herself. So at the towards the end of the process, the responsibility is being released by the teacher and is being received by the students. So at the end of the process, it is completely the student's responsibility to do the task. At the beginning, it was the responsibility of teacher to demonstrate, to do, to show, to model the task or activity. So this is what is a very, very important concept. I do it, we do it together, then you do it under my guidance, and then you do it independently so that you become independent learner. So this is how it has to be done in the classroom. Yet there is a very important point that has to be noted here, that it is not, you know, it works, this particular, the scaffolding through gradual release of responsibility, it works wonderful in case of the basic numeracy and literacy skills. But it doesn't mean that it works for all the higher skills and the ideas. So it is, it is based on the teacher that, he or she has to decide whether it is possible to use it, this scaffolding or not, or she can, build it in her lesson plan, or if she feels that it is not possible, she may do something else. So this was scaffolding for, through release, a gradual release of responsibility. I hope you must have understood this. So I do it, we do it together, you do it under my guidance, and you do it independently. These are the four stages. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe the YouTube channel Siksha Sarthi. Thank you so much.